Well, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and one therapist is on a mission to make treatments available to everyone.
He is doing it with the creation of a new card game called The Game of Real Life. Please welcome Jesse Finkelstein, a doctoral student in clinical psychology and DBT therapist. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Look, we all know the game of life, like the one with little plastic cars, and you're trying to, have little babies and have a family, you get a degree, whatever, and then you win the game. Yours is different, obviously. So what exactly is the game of real life?
So the game of real life is a fun and, accessible and simple way for folks to learn really sort of practical skills to reduce suffering and find emotional freedom.
So Jesse, how do you play this?
So basically, everyone's given a hand of skill cards, and then a fake conflict is presented, and everyone needs to make an argument for why their skill is most suitable for resolving that conflict.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, and you say this game is rooted in dialectical, I want to say this correctly, Dialectical Behavior Therapy, known as DBT. I don't know what that is. Most people, I don't know what that is. What is that?
So, it sounds very complicated, and at times it is, but it is incredibly powerful evidence-based treatment to help folks learn to manage and regulate their emotions, communicate effectively, be mindful of their environment, as well as tolerate distress when they're in a crisis. So really practical skills for, building a life worth living.
So what was actually your motivation behind creating this game?
I've seen how powerful DBT has been in my life and in the life of those of the clients that I work with. And I believe that these skills can be broadly applicable to everyone and anyone. So I wanted to figure out a fun and easy way for people to be introduced and practice them.
All right, help us out right now. Give me a scenario, right? Let's role play this. Okay, like there's a scenario, there's conflict, we're having a beef, we're upset about something. Help me. I want to understand, how does this work? Take me through this process, this DBT, everything. Explain it to me.
You got it. So want me to read off a conflict real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So what a strange tasting brownie. 3 hours later, you wake up from a nap, check your phone, and discover that you wrote your boss a 1,000-word text message professing your love to them.
Okay.
All right.
Where's the problem? No, I'm kidding. Keep going. Keep going.
So then basically you pick out one of a DBT skill. Let's say I pick out this skill here called describe.
Okay.
And this is a DBT mindfulness skill. And so what we were being asked to here is basically to attend and label what we are feeling in that moment. And what the science tells us is that the very act of labeling your emotion can actually decrease the intensity of it.
So by saying, I'm embarrassed about this, I see these messages, I'm embarrassed, I feel whatever, I now am able to reduce the feeling of embarrassment because I've acknowledged it.
Exactly. And then you give yourself the option, do I want to act on that embarrassment? Do I want to do something different? And that's how change happens.
Interesting. Okay, so tell us where we can all find the game of real life.
You can find it on topgood.org. And I have links there to purchase it.
Excellent. Excellent. Jesse, thank you so much. This is actually really a fascinating conversation, fascinating game. It's a very simple way of understanding sounds like some pretty bigger concepts, but I love it. This is great.
Yeah, I mean, now's the time for folks to sort of begin practicing skills where they can find that freedom for themselves.
All right. Jesse, thank you so much.